Okay, we're starting in the diagram, looking at the diagram, and they're saying that a over b equals 3 over 4. They're saying that the proportion of this side to this side is equal to the proportion of this side to this side. Terrific. Now, we're going to use this up at the top. We're going to use this particular proportion that they gave us, a over b equals 3 over 4, and we're going to say what happens here on 27. Well, what they've done is they've taken the reciprocal. Instead of a over b, they've now got b over a. They flipped it. So if they're going to flip it, then we need to flip ours on the right-hand side. And what do we get as a result? We get 4 over 3. You can take the reciprocals of some proportion that you know to be true, and the reciprocal will also be true. Okay? Excuse me. Now, what else do we have? Well, we've got, let's see, they say, what over what equals b over. Okay, well, I'm going to actually write out what we're given here. A over b equals 3 over 4. And we're going to apply two separate rules here. One rule says that we can we can swap out the diagonals of 1. Okay, we can switch places with them, which makes sense because if b times 3, or 3b, is equal to 4a, then it doesn't matter whether you have a in one position and 4 in the other, or vice versa. They're still going to multiply together to be equal to 3 times b. So we can switch them. So what do we get when we switch them? We get 4 over b equals 3 over a. You can see that 4 and a switched positions. That was one rule that we're allowed to do. Now I'm going to do another rule that we're allowed to do, which is to take the reciprocals of both of them. And if we take the reciprocals of both of them, then the first one is b over 4, and the next one is a over 3. Well, as you can see, b over 4 is what they gave us right there. And they're saying, what's that equal to? Well, what is it equal to then? It is equal to a over 3. So I'm going to write it here, a over 3. Okay, that's the answer for 29. And actually, let me just box out the answer for number 27 there. And finally, we are looking at a plus b over b equals blank. Well, there's this rule that says that if you have a over b, and that's what we have here, you can see here we've got a over b, just like we have in the original proportion at the top, versus in the diagram a over b equals 3 over 4. And what they've done is they've added the amount of the denominator into the numerator. They said, here is b, which is on the bottom. Let's add that amount to the top. Okay, so that's what we'll do on the other side as well. The other side was 3/4. So they're going to say, okay, let's take the amount that's in the denominator, 4, and let's add that to the top. And what does that equal? When you simplify it out, it equals 7 over 4. And we can combine the 3 and the 4 into a 7 because they're not different variables that we need to keep separate, like they have a plus b on the top of the thing we're trying to match. So 7 over 4. All we've done there is we've essentially added 1 to both sides, because if a over b gets added with b over b is 1, we've added 1. Okay, so if 3 over 4 gets added with 4 over 4, which equals 1, to get 7/4, all we've done is add 1 to both sides, and that's the addition property of equality. So those are